Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris, man. As always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. Today I have another video, post another video of gear that I'm selling. Because I said in previous videos, I'm just shrinking down now. I got a lot of stuff I just don't use anymore. And it's just time to kind of pass some on to the next music enthusiast. Because I remember when I got my first drum machine, or should I say, first good one was the Elisa's HR16. I went to Guitar Center. I think I paid like $190 for it. I came home for the next 3 days. I got like maybe 3 hours worth of sleep because I just love rhythm. Love drum machines. So today I'm going to part with, and I really thought about this. I said, man, I don't want to keep part with it, but I don't really use it. And it is the Akai MPC 2000XL. Now, I previously made a statement in one of my videos that the Akai MPC 2000XL was garbage. I meant the Akai 2000 was garbage. And the reason why it was garbage because the disc drives on them were extremely weak and they go out extremely fast. And then they didn't have a pop-up display, which I'm about to show you. Because that comes in handy because when your display is just flat, you got to kind of stand over the drum machine and look straight down. Instead of perhaps got it on your laptop and instant beats, you could turn up the display. You know, it's as opposed to all this bending and stuff. This is what I'm talking about. No, I can't get it from that side. I should have. Okay, it comes down and out. Okay, like that. Yeah, so go down and out. That makes a big difference as opposed to it being flat. You gotta literally stand physically over it and look at it. And they've improved on the disk drive too, because the problem again with the 2000 was it took forever to load the disk, and that might be one reason why the disk drive wore out so quickly. This one loads actually quicker than the MP60, and I had the 60. I had like 3 of those, and I loved them, but it was much bigger than this, much heavier, and more expensive. You know, but it has the same filters and the same power as the original and the 60. You know, I love it, but like I said, I don't have any more use for it. And I know these young guys now want to make beats, so this is perfect for you guys that want to make beats. Turn it on, let you see it works. I try to stick it up to the screen too. As you can see, it doesn't have the expanded out 8 outs, but you know, you don't really necessarily need that. But if you do, you know, on eBay for maybe $60, you can get that. Now, what's so, I guess, appealing to this particular one, as opposed to if you go on eBay right now, Reverb, you find them anywhere from $500, $600. First of all, this one is in mint condition. It doesn't have a scratch on it. It's not rusty. Doesn't have any disk drive issues. Nothing wrong with this one. This is probably the best condition I've seen one of these in a long time, because I've seen them rusty. I've seen them with the descriptions on the top of it fading out. I've seen it with the pads all messed up and jacked up where you got to replace it. Some of the knobs are missing. The disk drive have working. You know, you name it, I've seen it. And it's like, it's amazing that people don't take care of the expensive stuff. The stuff that I get and the condition I get it in, when I get ready to sell, is in the same condition that it was when I bought it. I didn't add any marks, no rust, no dents, no defective parts on the machine, or nothing. And another thing with most of these, because I paid like maybe $500 for this one about 6 months ago, and I did a couple of projects with it. Quite pleased with it, because there's no sound like the Akai MP60 drum stuff. You know, all the drum machines that are manufactured by companies, they don't have that gritty street R&B flavor stuff in their drum machines, and they sound kind of generic, and you want your stuff to sound like the stuff on the radio. I got snares that were used on professional recordings. Matter of fact, I had just pulled up a disc. I think it was Brandy's I Want to Be Down. The exact same kit that they used in her record, the same snares, and that particular snare is used on a lot of New York hip hop bass tracks. I got all that stuff because that's the advantage if you purchase this one only for $450 plus $50 shipping and handling. That because when I got this one, I got no disc. I got absolutely no disc. So it was like these machines only as good as the disc that comes with them, because you can sample stuff in, but you want to kind of get started with professional samples, because the stuff that I'm including these diskettes, these are from professional sound designers, not some dude on eBay selling 2,000 sounds for $5. Because when you buy those, first of all, they did not sample them on this machine, which makes it kind of hard to be compatible. Then if it does load, it crashes on you, because I ordered some just for the sake of ordering off eBay. It was 2,000 sounds for $5. I paid for it. I got them, and I tried to load some in, and half of them would load, and then the ones that loaded sounded good. So I programmed me a little rhythm in there beat. I'm like, cool. So I took a blank disc, tried to put it in there and save the sounds that I got off from a third-party vendor and a sequence. It crashed. And I was like, wow. And I thought it was the machine, but it was a combination of those samples that were sampled from another source, and also the diskettes. You got to use high density formatted discs on these to work 100%. When you use those knockoff discs, they sometimes work and sometimes they don't. And then sometimes in the middle of a project, they crash on you. And when they crash, you lose all that stuff. It ain't no redo button or do you want to retrieve this? None of that. When it's gone, it's gone. So let me just show you some of these. Like I said, these discs come with it. You get like 20 discs with this. So that means as soon as you get this, you just start loading up sounds and you're ready to go. Instead of scrambling to try to get samples and download stuff off the internet, and it's crashing on you because when you're trying to save it. All of these are professional sound designer disc. I don't mess with that, that internet mess, and dudes claim that they do it all, because I just bought it just out of curiosity, and they did, some of them didn't sound bad, but for some reason, and I think again it's because the way that they sampled it, or what they sampled it off of, it has a hard time being compatible with this, unless it's specifically designed for that. And most of them are just sounds that they sample somewhere off something else. Then they try to sell them to you for about $5 or $10 on eBay. But again, all of the sounds that you get over like 20 discs, and these discs alone are worth like $250. Because again, these are professional sound designer sounds, and they are compatible with the Akai because they were made on the Akai. I repeat, they were made on the Akai. And one of my favorite ones, and everybody that does hip hop knows this particular person, and God rest his soul. This is one of his drum kits. Jay Dilla. So you get a bunch of sounds. You get a whole bunch of discs. A whole bunch of discs. Let me just read some of these off. Swiss Beat Kit, Dr. Dre, Timberland, Nino Brown Kit, MPC 2000, Witch Doctor, Kanye West samples, the Neptunes, Dr. Dre, Scott Storch, Low End Boom Kit, 808, 908, 909 stuff. Then I'm going to throw in these, and I actually want to keep these. You know what? I'm going to keep these. But just a bunch of stuff. Yeah, Timberland, Lil Jon, Ninth Wonder. I like that one because it has a really nice, real snappy drum snare. And it's the same, it sounds like the same snare that Michael Jackson used on Billie Jean. It has that real pop snare or poppy snare. But you get all this. You get all these. A whole bunch of them. So again, like I said, the disc alone is like worth $250. So I'll throw those in for free because I really don't have a need for these if I don't have the machine. And And the ones that I said I was going to keep is like 4 of them. It's just a sentimental thing with those particular ones because I've actually used those on some of my songs that have been charted and played, you know. So I just want to keep those sentimental values. But again, if you're interested, the Akai MPC 2000XL, mint condition, no issues, no disk drive issues. You get like over 20 diskettes that have, I think each diskette got maybe about 15 to 20 samples on it, you know, so you get that absolutely free because again, the majority of the time when you go on eBay or any other reverb and baddest machine for about $500-600, you get no disc. You know, you get absolutely no disc. I got nothing when I bought this machine. And when you get something like this, you're excited to start playing it immediately. Here's some more. And these particular discs were actually came from Akai themselves. And these are hard to find. You get a funk kit, standard kit, and a hip hop kit. Really nice stuff. Also, I have the SB 1200 kit. You get 2 discs because there's so many sounds off this that it requires 2 discs to load. So again, the Akai MPC 2000XL, you get all these discs, like 20 plus discs. Throw those in absolutely free, a $200 value. All this for $450 plus $50 shipping and handling. It goes out the very next day when I receive payment. It goes out priority mail, United States Postal Service. Signature required, so I send you the tracker once I come from the post office, even though PayPal sends you one to say it's on the way. I send you the tracking and let you know what the exact date it's showing up, and someone has to sign for it. I'm going to miss this again because the cool thing with this is you have access to any type of drum sound and groove that you want to create. You know, you hear some on the radio, it's like, okay, I think I got some stuff like that. Because the majority of stuff that you hear off the radio is stuff that comes off of these types of discs and these professional sound designers. So it's nice to be able to have, I guess, custom sounds when you're doing certain tracks, as opposed to you're using a drum machine that has very generic sounds, and the majority of the drum machine sounds, you don't hear them on chart-topping songs. You know, the majority of stuff that you hear are sounds that came from something like the Akai MPC 2000 or MP series period samplers. Because the majority of those guys that do hip-hop, if not almost all of them, they use this type of machine. They don't use just standard out-the-box drum machines that got drum samples in them. You know, so, and then another cool thing is when I bought this, the first one, my MPC 60, I had like 5 drum machines. I sampled everything off them drum machines, put them on diskettes, sold all those drum machines. Selling them drum machines put a big dent in the price of when I bought the Akai MPC 60. So it's like, cool, you know, I buy this and then I get a chance to turn around and recoup maybe $300 to $400 of my money back because I've sold all this gear that I no longer need. Well, you got a sampler. It never becomes outdated because anything that you want new, you just sample in there, as opposed to, you know, drum machines. You know, this is what's in there is what you get. You can't change them. You could modify them, but you can't, you know, put in new ones. And also, this here, the Dr. Groove, which is a cool drum machine, $99. The Dr. Groove 202 got a lot of nice stuff in there. But I got other drum machines that I use and samplers. So I'm going to sign off now. If you're interested, just leave a comment here. Say, hey, Morris, man, I want it. I say, okay, send the money. Once you send the money, I put across this video. Because I used to take them down. I just leave them up now. And I just put sold across the header. So when someone sees it and they see that sold, they know it's gone. If you don't see that sold, it's still available. And again, it'll go out priority shipping. And you usually get within 3 to 4 days because I send everything priority. Not, not regular mail or meter mail because that takes like 2 weeks. So like if you purchase this tonight, which is Wednesday night, by Monday, no later than Monday, you got this and you ready to go. Till next time, take care. Thanks for watching.